First of all, it's an honor and a privilege, Mr. Nile Rodgers, Kayvon. Let me just say, your fashion style, as much as your music sense, is so chic. From the shoes to the glasses to the hair, you are the meaning of chic. That's Nile Rodgers, and a name like Nile Rodgers is so British. I just wanted to say, but you turn out American. In the Big Apple, in those heady days of the 70s and the 80s, those were crazy times. Obviously, rhyming off of two big places that come to mind: Studio 54, what a landmark; CBGB's. You had you know, the punk world, the disco world, the rock world. Slowly, the hip hop vibe was building later on, melding these worlds and seeing so much of it and experiencing all of it. Was that a rush for you? Because obviously there was a lot of drugs involved, a lot of sex, and that's the term, you know. Would you go back in time if you had the choice?
I have to be honest with you. The truth is, yeah, it was, you know, but you got to look at it through my filter. Like, I came from a generation that put an end to the Vietnam War. We're the beginning of the women's lib movement, the beginning of, you know, like you said, hip hop, disco, the gay movement. All of that shit was a result of the 60s. I could easily sit here and say that there'll be nobody like Hendrix, there'll be nobody like early Madonna, there'll be nobody like Grandmaster Flash, there'll be nobody like Ice-T when he first came out with, you know, 6 in the morning, police at my door, fresh Adidas squeaking across the bathroom floor. Like, when I first heard that shit, it was like profound. When James Brown wrote Hot Pants, thinking of losing that funky feeling, don't. That was profound to me. So if you ask me, would I like to go back to those days? Probably, because it was amazing and it was new.
One chart topper after the next, like just churning out hits like that. How do you do that? Is it so difficult?
The truth is probably, when I was a kid, I took a lot of LSD, and they said that if you take a lot of LSD, it's going to result in permanent chromosome damage. And maybe that's what happened, because I can flip from one style of music to the next.
I would urge anyone who's listening to this, don't try LSD. That's just from I'm a drug-free person, but then again, if I did mushrooms, and maybe I could be brilliant like you. I always thought like a person like you sort of created the future of sound. Obviously there's a limit to how much you can do. Some people only like rap, some people only like country, some people only like techno. That's the way it is. It's all been done before.
Right.
And there's going to be a point in time where in music, everything's going to sort of stop and there will be no future in music. It's almost like robots will take over music as we know, like a Kraftwerk sensibility.
Kraftwerk is the shit, though.
They were the shit, and they still are.
I'm not a hypocrite. I think that people can love and can do whatever the hell they want. I like the stuff that I like because I grew up in that era and I like it.
Right.
People can like, you know, Laffy Taffy and start a fucking religion behind it, and I'm just fine with it.
Well, that's fantastic. You know what, Mr. Nile Rodgers, such an honor and a privilege and a pleasure.
Thank you, bro.
With Mr. Nile Rodgers.
Booyakasha.
Booyakasha. I is with Nile Rodgers. I is. Fantastic.
With my main man, Nile Rodgers.
Give him props. The Don Letts of America.
Now this is the 40 drop.